Check out my Michigan rappers King Sound and G Mac Cash. Just dropped a new hip hop single. The Butchers is out on all digital platforms. Make sure you tune in and check them out. The Butchers by King Sound and G Mac Cash. Links in the description. Make sure you check it out. YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple, regular YouTube. So make sure you go support these brothers, man. And peace. All right, man. I read it on Boxin News 24, but apparently, Bruce Carrington was on there and saying that Tank Davis should not fight Shakur Stevenson right now because the viewership will be low. Nobody's interested. All right. And then also, I'm gonna talk about why they feel the need to protect Gervonta Davis. Why they feel the need to protect Gervonta Davis so much in boxing. So, you know, at the end of the day, I posted it on a couple social medias. Hey, check me out on Facebook. We be cracking the fuck up on Facebook, dog. That should be funny. A whole different type of crowd over there, too. So check me out on Facebook, X, Instagram. Anywhere else y'all want to see me stream or post that, let me know. But yeah, on the cool, man. You know, obviously it's some bitter. I won't even say bitterness. Anytime somebody try to, you know, disrespect you publicly because you gave an opinion, and basically what happened, if you don't know what happened, Bruce gave an opinion on Shakur last performance. Said he kind of should have went for it a little bit more, and long story short, try to take chances and get the knockout. And he said, well, you know, I take chances. You know, that's how I fight. I take chances. So Shakur took it as hate. Now, prior to the fight, right? Prior to the fight, Kobe was at the fight. He was covering the fight for Town. And, you know, Shushu was in Shakur locker room while he was wrapping his hands and stuff. Now, Stevie Kim basically sat there and planted the seed and said that now that Top Rank is moving on from Shakur, they can pour into, you know, Bruce Shushu Carrington, somebody that's exciting that's coming up. And, you know, Shakur retweeted that and was like, you know, he a 30-year-old, a 27-year-old prospect. He older than me. He went vegan just to make 26. And, you know, his mom and pop's cool. But, you know, and then he revealed he got mad because the interview wasn't no shade. It was just an honest fucking assessment. And that's why you see in boxing, I tell y'all, you really can't take somebody's opinion in boxing serious. Because remember, Jeff Mayweather said he didn't think Haney was going to go overseas and beat Camboso, so him and Haney fell out. So, when you give an honest opinion in boxing and it go against the grain, even if it's an educated opinion, then you sever a relationship. In social media, the thing about it is, it'll go so quick. Like, I don't want to point out Najee from Cigar Talk, but I love his platform. But he basically misinterpreted that Crawford tweet the Boots about Avanesian, and he thought it was about Boots. And you see how misinformation or secondhand information, instead of going to the source, can mess stuff up. And I don't think Najee didn't mean shit by it, honestly. It was just a misunderstanding. He seemed like a really, really good dude, bro. I don't know him, but he seems like a good dude. Good interviewer, let the guy talk. Whole nine, right? But, excuse me, I'm back itching. But, nonetheless, so that's kind of how it popped off. Now Shushu basically saying like, nah, ain't nobody checking for Shakur. Shakur engagement, his name ain't been this hot his whole career. You got everybody speaking about him, from Mace to Cam, to Andre Berto, to celebrities. You got a bunch of celebrities speaking on him. Like, his engagement is hot. Jay Princeton jump in there, said he taking all fades and taking all bets. And it became a thing, you know. Even if people dislike him, people gonna tune in and watch him. So to me, even though you making enemies, and if you get popped, because we know black people are more prone to pop, black people do harm to other black people than any other, you don't know where it's gonna come from, pause. But nonetheless, a lot of people say they want to see Shakur and Tank fight. That's the fight they want to see, and that should be next. So Shushu can sit there and, you know, he started sparring and being under Tank wing a little bit. He can say that, but the fact of the reality is people want to see it. You know, I wouldn't fight Salt with Salt. I mean, yes, I would. At his age, I definitely would. But my advice is just focus on your career. You know, you know, boxing need that fight. We don't need more people deterring any more big fights. I want to see it. I thought Shakur would win at one point. I'm favoring hard pause versus Tank to win that fight, but at the same time, I understand why he would be saying that. But I mean, honestly, with them two guys, they both fantastic fighters. Everybody involved is fantastic. Shakur, Tank, Bruce, but I just be focused on what I got in front of me. You know, but you know, that's the way you feel. That nobody want to fight it. A lot of boxing fans say that contrarily, they disagree. I think a lot of casual fans will think Tank will blow him out the water and will love to see him get humbled and knocked out by Tank. So, in my opinion, and from what I've seen and surveyed, what people on the internet, my comment section, and you know, other people saying and stuff, people want to see it, and we deserve it because boxing been starving us from these type of fights. And he was saying that also, Bruce was saying they young, Shakur could build his name back, all that, they young shit, fuck that, fight. You know, you don't know. Tomorrow is never promised, your next breath is never promised, and we take that for granted that we gonna be here tomorrow and be willing and physically able and mentally able to do some things. Nah, man, we gotta start today. They gotta make that fight next, and if they do, credit to everybody involved. You know, Shakur feel like he need princess treatment. Tank feel like he need princess treatment. Hopefully the financials figure their way out. A lot of people say they want something real bad, but they're not really willing to get in negotiations to sacrifice, even if they understand the A to B side or the C side. You know, Floyd Mayweather understood what De La Hoya meant if he got over that speed bump, and he came in the Z side. You know, he said that he just told to show up, and they even picked the gloves for him. So sometimes you gotta, you know, get to the back. You gotta be on the back of the bus to be the bus driver. You know what I'm saying? To own the company. So Shakur Stevenson seems arrogant. He seems like he wants princess treatment over even the queen, okay, and the king. So and they're gonna get in these negotiations, and he probably really don't want to fight. I'm telling you, that probably ain't gonna happen either. But that's another video for another day. Now, also, why do people feel the need to protect Tank so much in boxing? It's the whole popularity contest thing. It's kind of like if you go back to that movie 8 Mile. Every time Detroit people go, 8 Mile, 8 Mile. Think about how he had all them MCs protecting him. Lotto, the first dude that went up there. He had all these MCs protecting him so he didn't have to rap. And then once, you know, B Rabbit went through the couple MCs, he got to him, and you seen like it wasn't his toughest test. You know, he really was a choke artist. He just had a lot of soldiers protecting him, and that's how it usually go. The most protected thing is usually the most fragile and weak thing. You know what I'm saying? It's valuable, but it's usually not the most toughest thing. I mean, you see it throughout, you know, dynasties and histories. They got generals, and, you know, they got secret services, and they got badasses and all type of that stuff. And usually if you get past all them, you get to the king and or the queen, they can't defend themselves. They weak. You know, in some situations, if you watch Doom, you know, the prince that was becoming king, you know, Paul Atreides, he was able to defend himself. He was able to strap his nuts on and put in work. But that's usually, I won't say that's the anomaly, but that's usually not the trend. So anything that need to be super protected, you put all this foam and bubble wrap, you wrap it up in 3, you know, it's usually handled with care, fragile. So everybody feel they need to protect somebody. That mean they really can't defend themselves, or they really not that guy like that. So if Tank was that guy, he wouldn't even need all these people protecting him. It's like high school popularity and some shit. Like, you know, just because, you know, he cool for whatever reason or she cool for several reason, don't mean it's substance behind it. You know, it don't mean the substance behind it. So, you know, the way I look at it, why he ain't got to prove himself? It's one thing to be able to prove yourself. You want to be the boss, you gotta be the boss. You know, he ain't paid the cost. He going off popularity, you know, in the amateurs, or being able to punch, or people, you know, he help a lot of people. You know, you see Tank take care of his hood. You know what I'm saying? Tank take care of his people, put them on his card and all that type of stuff. So people probably feel in debt to him or feel that. But at some point, you got to take the training wheels off. You got to strap your nuts on and show people why a lot of people behind the scenes think you a beast. We think you weak because you ain't fighting top guys. You 29 years old and ain't got a top name on your opponent, your list. You know, that math tell us that you really ain't that guy. And a lot of these guys feel like they need to protect Tank because, you know, he popular, he cool, you know, but at the end of the day, motherfuckers need to be telling him, hey, you need to go handle your business, dude. You're almost 30 years old. Go get these dudes up out of here and let's get it. To me, that's what it should be. And maybe that's one of the reasons he fought Frank Martin. He fought a southpaw. We all see the ability, but what we don't know is, does he have the intangibles? Can he get up off the canvas? You know what I'm saying? When somebody is winning, can he come from behind and score them same knockouts when he in there where somebody is way up on him? What he gonna do if somebody outbox him and they dancing on him? What's gonna happen if you get a cut or you suffer injury? We automatically think, you know, just because somebody say, I'll die in this motherfucking ring. And you know, Billy Joe Saunders was saying the same shit, talking about Daniel Du Bois. He got in that situation, he tapped out. Motherfuckers' word ain't shit. We know a bitch word ain't shit, but, you know, all you got is your balls in your word. A man word ain't shit no more because a lot of these dudes is males. So you got to realize that most of these dudes ain't men, bro. So they word mean nothing. So you got to pop out and show niggas. You got to show them. So he got to show people. So people, a lot of times, it's just like high school. Like I told you, regular life, they became high schoolish. Very high schoolish. Regular has become high schoolish. And what I mean by that, it just become to the point where it's a popularity contest. It's not a contest, it's a substance or nothing like that, you know. But I just feel that it's a popularity contest. But, you know, if he proved people, I mean, he could have did this 3-4 years ago, been 3-4 years in advance. So, you know, but we'll see, man. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Kick, the whole nine. Peace.